Arne Slot has just finished his press conference, and here are the main talking points. Before that, though, could you please go on my homepage and look at the last video I did yesterday? I am trying to give one of you lovely viewers a LFC top for free. I basically earned a bit of money last month for the first time, and I wanted to give back, but TikTok obviously don't like it, and they're not giving me very many views. So if you could go and have a look, that'd be great. Right, injuries. Chiesa is back in full training. But he's not match fit yet. Obviously, Elliott is back and in contention. Trent is back and in contention. Alisson will be back at some point this month. But while Keller is playing as well as he is, there's no point in bringing him back like quickly. But he did reiterate that Alisson is our number one and he will go back as number one when he's fit. He said that Trent probably won't play the full game again. Now we've only got 5 defenders available until probably January. He basically said that he may have to get a little bit creative with who he picks, hence why Kwanzaa was put right back at the end part of the Man City game. He said at the moment you might hail me as being genius for that, but it only went well. If it went wrong, I'm sure you think I was stupid, so we'll have to just see how it goes. He was asked about when it comes to January, are we looking to buy anybody? Are you talking about buying anybody? He said that we always talk about our team. We talk about the good players, the players that maybe aren't doing as well as we'd have hoped. Luckily at the moment it's more good players. He says, as you could tell with Marmadashvili, we're always looking in the market for a good opportunity. So I'm not saying there won't be any signings, but I'm also very happy with the squad that I've got. He was asked about Gomez and how well he played, considering he hasn't played any games, and he said that he is exceptionally fit and he hugely admires Gomez for being able to come in at the last minute whenever he's asked or the team asks of him. He's always ready to go, and he says it's a really, really good character trait. He was asked if he thought Gakpo could score 20 goals a season. He said, I know he can, because when he played for PSV, he scored a lot against me. And he definitely scored more than 20 goals a season in that league, and he's sure he could in this league. The problem is he's got Diaz up against him, and they're both playing really, really well. He said the way he looks at it is if Diaz's numbers and Gakpo's numbers added together equal Salah's or nearish, then he knows they're playing well, and at the moment they're not far off. Coming on to Salah, he was asked if we rely too heavily on Salah, and he basically said that now Chiesa's going to be back and Elliott will be back, there's actually someone who can play in his position, whereas before they haven't really had anybody, which is why he's played so much. But yes, he is very important to us, and yes, we do rely on him a lot. He was then asked about how Salah had said that might be his last City game. And he said maybe Salah knows more about the 115 charges than the rest of us, and maybe he thinks City will be out of the Premier League next season. Well, he quickly backtracked on that joke and said it's a joke, it's a joke, it's a joke. That'll be the main headline now. And he said, look, I'm not going to talk to you about Salah's contract or any of the other contracts, as always. That's pretty much the end of that conversation. And he was asked about being the top of the league, and you know, is there a lot of pressure and all this kind of stuff, and he said, look, we just take it game by game. Someone told him the 7 of our next 9 games are away. He said, well, you know, we've got to play them home or away. It is what it is. We'll just do as we can. And that was about it. Obviously, he spoke a little about Newcastle. He said they're a very good side. He said you've got to think they've beaten Arsenal and Chelsea at home, and they drew with City, so they're not a team to sniff at. But he feels like we're ready for it. And I think that was about it. I think the form we're in at the moment, you can't say that we would lose, although it is a very tough game. So I'm going to say we'll win 2-1. Please let me know what you think. Please like, please repost, please follow me if you don't already. And please go and look and enter the competition that I put on yesterday, because I'd love to give somebody a new Liverpool top. Come on, you Reds.